Alright, welcome to another video. Okay, I have already revealed this in some of my earlier videos, but it is highly relevant with what I've been talking about concerning the Antichrist. And at the same time, I think this is going to help a lot of those who look at the Bible superficially and try to believe the topographic understanding, which is, which is really built up with a lot of symbol and a lot of fable, believe it or not. But it's not that the Bible is wrong for doing that. It's just that there is so much information to convey that the information has been summed up in symbol. And that symbol is like the apple with the Garden of Eden. Well, we all know it wasn't an apple. So just like the serpent that descended down on the tree of knowledge of good and evil, well, we know that wasn't a real tree, and we know that wasn't a real serpent. So we're talking about symbol, all right? Now, I've noticed that there are a few videos that are circulating around YouTube, and I've noticed even some of them being favorited and commented about this Leviathan thing, and that supposedly in the Middle East, in the Holy Lands, around supposed Mount Sinai, there is the skeletal remains of this giant sea creature, which everybody is believing is Leviathan. All right, well, they want you to believe that. All right, that is a part of the illusion. When you are believing that there's a gigantic, huge sea monster which has been created by God for some sort of divine purpose, you are really letting the world know how little you understand about Scripture. Now, I'm not trying to talk anything bad against you. Stick with me, and I will show you. I will prove it scripturally with what I'm talking about. Leviathan is not a sea monster. Leviathan is a description of the locusts, which are the Pleiadian type aliens that will come from the inner earth, and the Antichrist, Apollyon. He is the Lord over the children of pride, and you will see this. So Leviathan has nothing to do with a real sea monster. That is just to keep all of y'all bound in this fantasy, and they're just laughing behind closed doors at you. They really are. Now, I know you might think, because you've seen the satellite Google images or whatever, that I'm full of malarkey. Well, stick with me. After I get done, you'll want to erase those videos from your favorites, because that's not at all what's happening. So here we are in Job chapter 41, and we have right before us now in chapter 41, we have literally 1 through 34 verses that concern a detailed description of the Antichrist, which is in the abyss, which is also related to the locusts that come from the inner earth, or the bottomless pit. Now, the bottomless pit and the abyss are the same thing. Now, I've told you formerly about Enki, who is Lord of the Apsu. Now, Enki is that Sumerian god. Well, Apsu literally translates to abyss. Now, at the end, I'll draw the correlations between the Sumerian god Enki and the inner earth devil Apollyon from the Hebrew Bible, and show you that symbolically they are one and the same. But I really want to convey the message to you all here. What I'm about to share with you will prove that Leviathan is a symbolic telling of the Antichrist and these beings who are accompanied him in the inner earth. And when I come back and reveal, that's just not it. That's just the tip of the iceberg of what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how all of this relates to Kundalini and to chakras. And we're going to go right to Revelation, and I will show you. I will give you the proof that you seek. And for anybody else, it's just an interesting story, and it shall open your eyes. Please return.